Hello everyone, and welcome back to Stationeers. Today I've encountered a bit of an issue. So, in the last episode, we had gotten the base started to be pressurized, we were working on all of that, and one of the things I didn't really realize is that our ices will melt in the atmosphere. And as you can see, we now have a little bit of a lake forming in our basement. So we may need to enclose and vacuum out our sorters here. I don't think they melt in tubes. I think they just melt when moving through our splitter stack here. My guy's not very happy as well. But yeah, I was doing some mining in between episodes to get some more atmospheric gases when I kind of ran into this issue, and I figured it was as good a time as any to start filming to try and solve this problem. Also, the amount of ice that's melting is pretty rapidly pressurizing my base. I don't know how breathable this pressurization is, but it's a lot of gas. Alright, let's head upstairs and get a liquid vacuum. What do we need? Alright, put away our mining stuff for now. Liquid vacuum. Steel, electrum, invar, and solder. Folder. Let's make sure we're not in like one. Bunch of gas displays as well. We will just get out of the way. Yeah, so I was hoping to just get some more resources. What else do we need? Need more solder. Then we also need invar, electrum, and steel.
Critical.
Solder. But that was with the goal of pressurizing our base some more and starting work on some more of our automation stuff with the layer arm to change our filters automatically and all that stuff. That's kind of what the plan was, but we'll see how far we get. So many gas displays. Electrum and steel. Yeah, that would be everything we need. A liquid vac. My guy is pretty unhappy about existence right now, but we'll go and fix that here in a second. Alright. Just need a battery? Toss one of those in there. Let's see if we can fix our fluid problem real quick. There we go. Don't know how much liquid this holds, but it worked for now. Let's see. Can we open our helmet? We have 26 kilopascals.
Oxygen low.
No. Partial pressure of oxygen is still far too low. So let's just swap that in. And let's take a look at what our atmospherics looks like. Oh. N2O being in the atmosphere is a bit less than ideal. Yeah, this is another problem with that, just kind of venting into the atmosphere like it was. In fact, I really don't want to cycle into the inside because I'm worried that that might cause some problems. So in that case, let's actually kind of seal off our atmosphere here and try and vacuum out the bad stuff. We really don't want nitrous oxide in our plant room. Although it's fine, actually, because we don't have any plants growing. Yeah, our atmosphere in here is a mess anyway. Okay, so there's a lot to fix. Our atmospheric setup is by no means perfect, or necessarily even good. So a baked potato real quick. Because this environment is not attached to our atmospheric system, obviously now we have the issue where our atmospherics will, or when we dump ice into our atmospherics, it does not actually, well, do anything. Well, yeah. When we dump ice in our atmospherics, it just, melts, which is a little bit less than ideal. So there's a few things to fix.
Waste tank caution.
We also don't actually have anywhere to dump off our waste tank. I'm going to open that early because I don't actually want that to get overpressurized. What am I looking for? Oh, my tool belt. That should be fine for now. So what do we need to do to fix these problems? Well, firstly, we should work on venting out our base a little bit to clear the icky air that we just introduced. Unfortunately, oh great. We're condensing stuff in that pipe. This is how we get explosions. In fact. Oh, and we're overvolting our power circuitry. There we go. Everything's okay-ish for right now. This is how we blow up stuff, I have a feeling. We are certainly doing something here. It's nothing to be concerned with at all. This can't go poorly whatsoever. Don't we have a liquid drain in this circuit, like specifically for the purposes of getting rid of liquid? Oh, we did. I'm pretty sure we do, actually. Yes, in fact, we do. And it is doing something. Good. Alright. I don't think we are going to blow anything up, at the very least. This is one of those reasons why I didn't want to get nitrous oxide. But sounds unhappy. Something sounds very unhappy. S is going up. Let's turn on. Oh, crap. That's what's unhappy. Okay. Ooh. That crisis eventually averted. Ugh. You can turn that back on. That's fine. Yeah, this is why we need to continue filtering out this stuff from our environment, or not introduce it in the first place, because with nitrous oxide just kind of being out here in the world, right, it can screw up our atmospherics pretty severely, pretty quickly. Where is gas? Oh, because we turned this off in a panic. Although we did actually vacuum out the environment pretty dang quickly. I remember this taking longer before. And granted, it's not completely done yet. But it's getting there. Oh. What are you? Are you liquid nitrous oxide? That wouldn't surprise me, super. That feels dangerous. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Theoretically, if the temperature or if the pressure gets low enough, it should like vaporize. I don't know if it's liquid CO2 or liquid nitrous oxide. Okay, here we go. It's liquid nitrous oxide and liquid pollutant. So muck water. Explosive muck water. But it is gassing. Pressurizing the base is not as easy as I had hoped. Act. Guess we can also just vent this into the atmosphere because we are sending it all off to be filtered anyway. Let us also turn this back on so we can start making more atmospherics mix. It's freezing again. Or it. Okay. We're collecting more liquid N2O. Is it because it's so cold? Now I'm confused. Because the pressure should be low enough that it should be just turning into a gas once more. I need to make another liquid vac or vent my current one outdoors. Okay, lesson learned. We need to enclose this in something because I don't want to repeat this again. This has been the first time I've actually had to deal with grinding up ices while while we are, yeah, we're condensing more of it. That's concerning. While we do have pressure in the base. Not much pressure anymore, but we did have a lot of pressure. Let's just vent that outside. I guess the sun is coming up. We are kind of low on power again. I just added more solar panels. I will have to take someone's advice of adding some wind power to my system here. All right. Yeah, that's a non-insignificant amount of liquid. Liquid N2O. Just vacuum that up real quick. Any more feel like evaporating out? I'm sure we're running our filters absolutely dry. Where is it coming from? Why does this keep happening? We're not introducing more of it into the room, are we? We have a leak somewhere that I didn't notice? No, because we're not even storing N2O. We're literally we're venting it outside, I thought. I wonder if we're not venting it outside enough. Because it still seems to be here. On in our water network, luckily. Let's just grab some extra pipes and go move our outlets a smidge further away from the base. Maybe we've encountered a bit of a glitch here. Also, rain this. There's no N2O coming out. It's got to be going somewhere. I'm confused. So, no annoying noises for now. Move it a little bit further away. Alright, let's see if we can figure out where our N2O is coming from, going to all of that. Because it's entering our base somewhere. We don't want it to. Turn our tracker beacon off too. It's probably just chewing up all of our energy. Why? Oh, that's where it's coming from. I see now. Liquids or gases freezing. So yeah, we blew our pipe up. That's why we are... Do we have any more liquid pipe? Let's on our heater. Ow. Oh, that's all we got for our 5,000 watts, so we can turn that off for now. That should be getting... Oh, our perf valve isn't on? Why are you off? This is just all kind of messed up. It froze. We have a pure liquid nitrate. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize we could actually make ice like that. Okay. I think we have found what caused the crisis. Now it's time to try and resolve it, because we did just take out a portion of our explosion prevention system. It's ridiculous space. Atmos print. Liquid. Pipes. Give me, no, what? Give me 40. I'm gonna need them eventually. Ugh. So weird that the base is quiet again. That stuff out here. It melts off into non-existence. Dang it. We reintroduced a bunch of pressure into the base. Okay. Why is its temperature rising? Or its pressure rising specifically? It could be getting sucked out by that over there. The confusion here is a bit real. dumping heat into it should be causing stuff to evaporate. I guess it's kind of forming a cycle because we're taking high pressure liquid pumping it back, or we're taking liquid, we're purging the gas back into our pipe network. And because it's at conditions where that gas can't necessarily exist as a gas, it's turning back into a liquid. Then bit of a general mess is what it is. Let's grab some more walls and resolve our problem real quick. And some chutes. I swear I had some more walls somewhere. I just used so many of them. There we go. So we are going to need to, because we essentially want to turn this into its own little vault here. Fully enclose it. Need a way of getting things in. There we go.
Hydration critical.
Somewhat meaning to do this for a while anyway. We didn't necessarily need a window there, but that's fine, and then we'll run that down from above. We need our plastic sheets, glass sheets, vent, and we have some more pipes down there. Because what we're going to need to do is, so that our ices do not evaporate when we try and intake them and process them, is turn that little area into a vacuumed out zone. We're going to need to run. Don't necessarily want it just feeding into our main tube here. We may need a separate pipe. Might need some more pipe. Well, no, because the ices shouldn't evaporate if the temperature is low enough. So really, we're just doing this once. Hopefully. I think. It's all guesswork at this point. We don't really know what we're doing anymore. Precision guesswork. Just because I want to call it precision. But there's nothing really precise about it. Just leave that there for now. Sneak that line there. That there. Now to run some cabling, of which I do not have very much, and also have just completely gotten rid of my ability to access. It's already a mess. Oh wait, it always has been. I have those two stacks split out separate. Then I also still do not have any more. Okay. See how our everything is doing. 5 megapascals. Building pressure and all that stuff. Don't see any puddles of ice. I hope everything is okay. Beam that against the door, jeez. Drink some more water. Eat a little bit of food. It's gonna be okay. We were so close, yet so far. So B2 being done, pretty close. So, once we vacuum that out, we shouldn't have to worry about more ice entering the system causing mucho problems. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Absolutely no way of accessing our existing wiring right now. Awesome. Well, at least we can get it over here. Small consolation. Can we please find a way of getting cabling without having to tear everything apart? The answer is no, so that's okay. It's less okay. Oh, actually, it's fine. It's just pop out over there. Now, if we turn that on, set that to inwards. This is already technically a room because it's been enclosed. We can see that it's working. Fix! Then our final output before we seal this up completely. Straight. Come out the side. Now, be well on its way to being entirely vacuumed out and free from any ice melting at all. So it should be completely 0 degrees forever. Let's make sure we're not going to blow anything up again. Oops. I really don't want to turn my jet back on, so I feel like we're so close to finally getting everything vacuumed out. That's a 20 liters of N2O. I'm starting to think we just have the option to dump this pipe outdoors. That might be a good option to have. It's pollutants and N2O, and I think the only three things that we have to worry about condensing in this whole system is pollutants, N2O, and CO2. CO2 we can get in abundance from the outdoors. Pollutants we can get in abundance from our furnace or from melting down uranium. And N2O we just don't really want right now. Even though we have a lot of it right now. Or perhaps we just bottle up our liquids. But we do have to get them outside one way or another. give ourselves some options. Liquid pipe valves. 2 of those, please. Very little pressure left in the place. Oh, there's the rest of our liquid pipes. Just grab a liquid drain, I think. No, because the liquid drain. Liquid. We'll be looking for. Drain. I grab power as well, but I guess liquid drain is what we are looking for. Give me one of these. Right here. And let's see. Run this out a little ways. Oh, we need a surface to put it on. A wall work? Yes, but it needs to be slightly more complete. Eh! Bouncing me all over the place. I just want to be up here. Okay. Passive, so a liquid outlet is active. Where's our closest power? Top, I guess. Or actually, no, there should be power right over here. Long cable run, but we'll get there eventually. Don't want it to look awful after all. Alright, let's see now. Nothing in there. Because we didn't open the valve. Back around to the other side. Oh, there's glass there. Oh, that's concerning. I guess our atmospheric setup would use a decent amount of power. They just let in a ton of pressure again. With our 1% battery power left. And there we go. At least we got back inside before it died. See if we're at explosion hazard. Not yet. The base is very quiet when it's dead. And also empty. Still trying not to use my jetpack if I can avoid it. I feel as though we've made some form of mistake. I think I have to get to pack up real quick. Yet another time I wish we had taken the time to actually build our emergency generator. Oh, the things we could have done. Waiting sunrise. Say what time it is anywhere? No, it doesn't. We are good and trapped too, because the bolts are engaged here, so we'd have to bust a window out or something if we really wanted to get out at this point. Wait. We have power still? We don't have this on an APC, do we? Oh no, we do. Oh, I guess we did load a battery into that one. Did we just forget on this side or something? Who knows? It's very dark in the base. Although I do appreciate our emergency lights in the few spots where we have them. Oh, elevator's back on? Well, that's nice. I guess this is all running off of this APC, and it's probably 0% battery that's left. Does look like we're getting some power back. Okay. That's what's going on. Getting the flickers, because we don't have enough to quite power the station back on fully yet. So let's just turn that off for a moment. Let enough power enter the station. Actually power it back on properly. Sunshine. Lights are back on. Gaining power. Good. Turn that off. That back on. Of course, nothing is actually on because, well, breaker's off. But now that we have some power accumulated, it's back on. Awesome. Crisis seems to have been averted. For now. Let's go absolutely dump a ton of liquid nastiness out into the atmosphere. Oh, it seems to be making its way through properly now. Well, still have about 3 liters of the stuff. See it puddling up down there, actually. No more liquid. I'm going to start going back up. Yes. It's okay, though. Let's leave that on for now. It should now actually be getting pretty close to draining the whole base of all of the gooey chemical awfulness that we just dumped into it. So we had to drop a few pascals into the base because we can't have nice things. Going up. They were supposed to be volume pumping. The heck? There shouldn't be any way for that much pressure to be entering that pipe. Especially when it's all like very outdoors. Where's it coming from? Come in here. So like I'm losing my brain cells here. Not from in here, is
Hydration
it?
critical.
No holes where that could be coming from. Let's just see though, if we... Where's power to this whole area come from? This one. We kill power to this area. Why are you pulling in gas like you're exposed to the outside? Nothing looks broken. Nothing looks like it should be exposed to the outside. But pressure immediately calmed itself down. So why are you not... do some investigation? Fancy crowbar. It seems to be working now. I don't know what was going on, but perhaps I should put a pressure sensor in there and a readout so that I can see what kind of mess is going on inside there. Okay. We're getting actually close to having the whole base vacuumed out once again, unfortunately. Had a very good amount of nitrogen and oxygen processed. I think we're starting to just starting to get the handle of how to atmospherics a little bit. Good up here. Fine. Nothing in the vent stack. We got a decent amount of water for once. Building a good amount of breathable pressure. This section of the hole vacuuming out the base must be much easier on the moon, because you just open the door. Down to the last couple atoms of CO2 left in the air, practically. Well, I think I've learned something this time. Mostly that dealing with gases is a nightmare. And that ices will indeed melt in your sorters. So if you're going to have a sorter stack like this in a pressurized area, well, don't. Enclose it, vacuum it out, turn it into a little vault in and of itself so that you don't have to deal with this mess. Oh, and it's a dust storm outside. What a perfect way to wrap up this episode, and I'm dying. And my... everything's trying to kill me today. Alright. It's been an episode today. I'm sorry that I'm not accomplishing new and exciting things. This has been just a lot of faffing about and trying to not die. Or not so much not die, but not totally screw up my base's atmospherics. Is getting processed. This does mean we're going to run out of power again, I suspect. Yep. And the lights go out. Just about. Yeah, I do need to build some wind turbines to avoid this. Alright. Oh. Does look like with that, we finally got rid of the last of the pressure in the base. And the last of the electricity. Oh. Well. With that, I think this is as good of a place as any to call it a day. Yes. Yes, I do think this is. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed my faffing about. Not that this has been terribly exciting. But, it's been fun nonetheless. I think we've learned a valuable lesson here and suffered the consequences of it. I hope you've enjoyed If you have, be sure to leave a like, comment, tell me that I'm stupid and just shouldn't care about any of this, and we'll try again next time. Next time, we will get pressure in the base, and it will work. Fingers crossed. Hopefully. And we won't flood our base with nitrice. Or not nitrice, which has nitrous oxide in it, which is what we were trying to avoid in the first place, and we won't have our pipes burst and all this other great stuff that's been going on. Also, our filters are dying. Okay, plenty to do. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.